Have you ever wondered what it really takes to become a foster parent in North Carolina? The process can seem kind of complicated from the outside, but it's actually built on a really clear step-by-step foundation. So let's dive in and demystify the entire journey together.
Before we get into any of the paperwork or the process, we have to start right here with the mission. I mean, this is the whole point. It's not just about finding a place for a child to sleep, it's about building safe, permanent, and nurturing families. This one sentence, it's basically the North Star for the entire child welfare system in the state.
So before we jump into the how, let's spend just a minute on the why. Because if you can understand the philosophy behind the system, the whole process just makes so much more sense.
And this slide right here, this is it. This is the core philosophy, partnership. The entire system in North Carolina is designed around what they call a family-centered practice. What that really means is it's not about an agency coming in to judge you or inspect your family. It's about building a team with mutual respect and shared power. As a potential foster parent, you're seen as a vital partner right from day one. Okay, so that's the big idea, partnership. How does that translate into action? Well, let's look at the practical first steps. This is where your journey from just thinking about it to actually becoming a licensed foster parent really begins.
The first phase is broken down into 3 really clear, manageable steps. And you can see this structure is designed to make the whole thing straightforward and, not so overwhelming. You start with the basics, then you move on to training, and then you complete all the necessary safety checks. So, what are those basic requirements? Well, you need to be at least 21 years old and be in good physical and mental health. You also need a high school diploma or GED, or at least the ability to read and write well. And this last one is really critical. You have to be financially stable on your own. This is to make sure that the payments you get for foster care are used for the child's needs, not to cover the household bills. Next up is training. We're talking 30 hours of it. And this is not just some formality you have to check off a list. This is where you learn the essential skills you'll need to support a child who has been through trauma. Think of it as the real foundation for your new role. And of course, safety is absolutely paramount. The background checks are super comprehensive for a good reason. They look at everything: criminal history, child abuse registries, local court records. The goal is simple, but it's so important: to ensure that every single foster home is a true safe haven for a child.
Okay, so once those initial steps are all done, you move into what is really the heart of the whole licensing process. And I want you to notice the language here. It's a home assessment partnership, not a home inspection. That's a huge difference.
And here's that partnership philosophy in action again. A mutual home assessment isn't someone with a clipboard judging your decorating choices. It's a series of conversations. It's a joint effort where you and the social worker figure out together if this is the right path for you and what kind of child you could best parent. The goal is for everyone to make an informed decision. This whole assessment is broken down into 5 core parts. They're going to look at your personal history, your parenting skills, the physical space in your home, your ability to work with the child's birth family, that's a big one, and your finances. It's a really holistic look at your ability to provide a stable, nurturing place for a kid. And the questions, well, they get personal because they have to. This is a real example from the family history part. They ask this because children coming into foster care are in crisis. They've experienced profound loss. And to help them, you first have to understand your own experiences with hardship and how you found resilience. It's all about self-reflection, not judgment. Now let's explore one of the most important parts of that assessment we just talked about: the specific skills and mindsets that North Carolina is really looking for in a foster parent. So the state has identified 12 core skills that are essential for a successful foster parenting. Now, you're not expected to be an expert on day one, but these are the skills you're going to develop on your journey, starting with that very first training. Now, we're not going to list all 12 skills, but we can group them into some key themes. This first one is huge: connection and healing. This is all about the child's emotional well-being, helping them grieve, helping them form healthy bonds, and helping them honor their own family, their history, and their culture. This tells you that North Carolina sees foster parents not just as caregivers, but as absolutely crucial agents of healing for a child. Another key theme is teamwork and safety. This is all about your role as a collaborator. It's about working respectfully with the agency and with the birth parents, communicating effectively, and of course, making sure the child is safe, both physically and emotionally. This focus really highlights a massive idea. It's not about rescuing a child from a family, but about working with everyone involved to support that child's entire world. So, you've completed the training, you've gone through the assessment, and now you have your license. What comes next? This final section is all about the ongoing partnership and what your responsibilities look like. I love this slide because it lays out the relationship so clearly. It's a two-way street. Your role is to bring the child into your family, to follow their care plan, and to keep communication open. The agency's role? It's to support you with resources, with payments, and to respect your role as a vital member of that child's team. And this quote right here, it really just says it all, doesn't it? You are not just a volunteer. You're not a babysitter. You are a professional, a colleague, and an essential part of the team that's working to help a child heal and find a permanent home. That level of respect is absolutely foundational to the whole system. So we end right back where we began, with that core mission. After seeing the whole process, the philosophy, the partnership involved, the ultimate question is a simple one, but it's also incredibly profound. It's not about being a perfect parent, but about being a willing partner in providing the safety and the care that every single child deserves.